Hey everyone, this is Just an American with my first video on this channel. This channel will be built around discussing weekly political issues and maybe some heartwarming stories to help Americans and whoever else is watching to come together and agree on the basic principle that we can all freely discuss issues and bring back the sense of community in this country. Let's first start off with something positive. Remember when you were a kid and your mom told you to stop eating like a pig? Well, now you might be able to say, I'm part pig. Researchers at the University of Alabama just completed a 7-day trial on a 52-year-old man with 2 failing kidneys. The experiment began by taking the man off dialysis and replacing it with pig kidneys. The kidneys functioned flawlessly for the entire 7-day period and were still viable by the end of the study. Hopefully someday, pig kidneys can save thousands of people who have failing kidneys with no viable donors. More research needs to be done, but the researchers are seeking FDA approval very soon. Alright, now let's get into some politics. McCarthy has been causing a wave of issues that may potentially lead to a government shutdown. Republicans are refusing to sign the proposed continuing resolution, or CR, in the House. There are sections of the proposed bill that would increase border security and require the wall at the southern border to be completed. Even with these additions, Republicans are not having it. McCarthy has been very weak through his entire time in the position, and Republicans know that they can push him even further. Tennessee's Tim Burchett said, quote, "I'm a no until further notice," along with Representative Matt Gaetz from Florida, who said, quote, "We must do better." This falls in line with at least 10 other Republicans who are opposing the current bill. So how is this going to lead to a government shutdown? If the proposed spending bill is not passed in the House in the next 12 days, then we will simply not have the allocated funds for Congress to function. The unfortunate circumstance is that even if the bill is revised to appeal to more Republicans, the Democrat-controlled Senate won't even bother thinking about it. Hopefully our representatives can find a balance before we move on to a complete shutdown. Now, let's get to some more broad issues. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is visiting the US on Thursday to urge lawmakers to continue funding the war with Russia. Unfortunately, the possible government shutdown is being stopped because of the Ukrainian aid. It seems we're stuck between a rock and a hard place here. Republicans have found a great way to stop funds from reaching Ukraine by simply not passing the new spending bill. Conservatives across the country are understandably tired of lawmakers funding wars overseas while the US citizens struggle in the collapsing economy. On top of that, we have a large crisis at the southern border, where in August, over 90,000 illegal migrants were apprehended by Border Patrol agents. Biden throughout his presidency has claimed that he's pushing a more humane way of dealing with illegal immigration. This follows former President Donald Trump's policy of expelling illegal migrants back to their country. This might seem a little harsh, right? Well, it seems like a better idea to send them back rather than detain them for up to years at a time at the border. Children are stuck in overcrowded facilities for sometimes years. It seems the solution could be somewhere in between. Instead of hiring over 80,000 IRS agents, maybe we could add more security to the border or more people that can work the cases of the children that are stuck in these detainment facilities at the border. It seems like overall we have a lot of issues in this country, a lot of issues with becoming bipartisan, even just simple things like sending aid to Ukraine or how much we're going to spend on certain things. It seems like we just can't get a grasp on what's really important in this country and that we need to prioritize our citizens before we prioritize anything else. With the current president barely even able to walk up some stairs, we also have election year next year where we're going to have trials involving the former president of the United States throughout almost the entire year, and we're also going to have trials about the current president's son. It's going to be a very interesting year, and I hope to bring you guys all the news you need. Thank you guys for coming to check out the first video on this channel. I'm not sure what it's going to end up being, but we're going to see where it leads from here. If you guys have any suggestions, please put them in the comments. Any arguments or anything I got wrong, please put it in the comments. That will help me out immensely. Every article is also going to be listed in the description of each video, so you guys can access the exact same information I have access to. My goal is to be able to upload at least once a week, so keep checking my channel for new videos every week. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great day.